First, we're going to make a magic ring. Single loop or double loop doesn't really matter. 6 single crochets in the ring. 3, 4, 5, and then 6. Pull it in. And then we're going to crochet, single crochet 6 times around the circle for 3 rows. So we'll repeat that for 3 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Done 1 and the second time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. I'm not marking it because it's pretty straightforward and it's very short steps. So last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. So we did 6 single crochets for the last 3 steps. 1, 2, 3 rows, and then slip stitch in the next. Leave some yarn for sewing later. And then the one in the middle, we'll cut it out. It won't show when we attach it to the top of the Miffy's head. So 1 ear is done. Make 2 so that you have 2 bunny ears, and then set them aside. And we'll continue. As usual, we'll start with the magic ring. For me, double loop. Single loop also doesn't matter. Hold it, and then 6 single crochets in the ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then pull it in. And then we're going to slowly increase. So we'll start with 2 single crochets in 1 stitch 6 times. So 6 increases. We'll start with this one. 1, 2. We'll mark it as we go. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you should have 12 single crochet all around. And then we're going to increase gradually, meaning 1 single crochet and then an increase. So 2 single crochets in 1 stitch. We'll repeat this 6 times till the end. the last increase. Then you should have 18 single crochets in this round. And then 2 single crochets and an increase 6 times. 1, 2, and then an increase. 3, in the same stitch, one more time, 4. We'll repeat this till the end. The last one. 1, 2, and an increase. We'll start with single crochet, 1, 2. Just gonna mark it. And then continue till the end. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So first row we did it, second, third, and fourth row will continue. Okay, now we have 4 rows of 24 single crochets, and then now we're going to start closing up. And we're going to continue with closing up. So 2 single crochet and a decrease, and we'll repeat that 6 times. 1 and 2, and then a decrease. You can choose whichever method you want to decrease single crochets. I tell my friends I usually like using invisible method, but whichever is more convenient and easier for you, you can choose. 1 set is done, and the second one, 2, then decrease. Decrease. 1, 2, and then decrease. And the last one. We'll continue gradually decreasing, closing up the head. This time it will be 1 single crochet and a decrease. Repeat it for 6 times. 1 single crochet and a decrease. We'll mark it and then continue till the end. grab a fistful of polyester filling and put it inside. Six decreases. So 2 single crochet into 1, we're decreasing 2 single crochets into 1 single crochet, so 1, and then second one is 2, and then 3, 4, 5, and 6. We'll slip stitch into the next stitch, slip stitch, and then leave some yarn for sewing, for closing the hole. Okay. Go through the 6 stitches you did, 6 single crochets around the hole. And then fasten it. Fasten off, and then we'll hide the yarn. Okay. Cut off the yarn. So we have 2 ears and a head. We'll continue making the rest of the strawberry. We'll start with magic ring and 6 single crochets as usual. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pull it in. It's a bit similar to making the head of Miffy. We'll start increasing the single crochets, 6 increases until the end, 2 single crochets in 1 stitch, 1 and 2. So then we'll mark it. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, 12. Now we have 12 single crochets. Pull it in the back a little bit, make it tighter. So 12 single crochets, and it will gradually start increasing the circle. So 1 single crochets and an increase 6 times. 1 single crochet and an increase, 2 single crochets in 1 stitch, and 2, and we'll quickly mark it and continue till the end. And then we'll continue to 2 single crochets and an increase 6 times. 1 and 2 and 2 single crochets in 1 stitch, so 1 increase. 1 and 2. We'll mark it at the first stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wrong stitch. And then we'll continue. 1, 2, and an increase. This time we'll continue increasing, but we'll start with an increase and then 3 single crochets, and the reason is so that the circle looks a little rounder without the edges. So just like this, start with an increase and then 3 single crochets. We'll repeat that just now. So increase, 2 stitches in 2 single crochets in 1 stitch, and then 3 single crochets. 1, 2, 3. 2 single crochets in 1, and then 3 single crochets. 1, 2, 3. Continue. And the last one, increase, and 3 single crochets. 1, 2, 3. Now this is the fairly easier part. We're just going to single crochet all around for the next 2 rows. So 30 single crochets until the end. We'll start with 1 and then 2. We'll mark it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, halfway to go, 16, 17, 18, 19, and then 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and then 30. So we're going to do that same row just again. So repeat. Thirty single crochets until the end again. So we have 30 single crochets, the same 2 rows. Okay, we're going to start decreasing slowly. So 3 single crochets and a decrease. 2, 3. And a decrease. I'm using invisible decrease. And we'll repeat that all around until the end. 1, 2, 3. And then we'll decrease one more time. So 2 single crochets and a decrease 6 times until the end. Decrease. Okay, so it's finished. We're just going to squeeze in the head later. We will slip stitch into the next stitch. Right here, slip stitch. We'll leave some yarn so that we can fasten up and hide the yarn. We'll put it in the next stitch so that it goes through and inside, and then we'll fasten it off so that it doesn't show on the outside. Maybe take a few strands of this part, of the inner side of the red part, and then fasten off. And maybe hide the yarn just a little bit. Pull it out. And we'll cut it off. I'm going to squeeze the head. Just a little bit to a part where it shows when you see it in the front. I'm going to go ahead and just do 2 lines. There. So if you look here, you can go in. Actually, this yarn is a little bit too long. So. And then we're going to fasten off on the side for the carrot pattern. We're going to continue with attaching the ears. So the Miffy's ears should be 1, 2, 3, somewhere in between these. So I'm going to go ahead and attach it maybe around here. One orange, one white, and one orange, one white around the bottom of the ears. One orange, one white. One white, so that you attach it very sturdy. And then one more time orange. I think that's sturdy enough. Then we can attach it, fasten it off in the back. Pull it tight. And then hide the yarn. I will hide it inside the ear. So. And then we'll attach the another one. I will do it about just 2 stitches apart, or maybe 2 or 3. Just attach it on the part where you think it's cute. I'll go ahead and 3 stitches apart, put it on the side. 1, 2, 3, somewhere around here. We're going to take the green yarn and then put it around the finger. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then maybe leave enough yarn around just about this much. Then we'll make it into a bow shape. Tie it around in the middle. Three, 4, 5. Do you think that looks enough? Just one more. 5. And then we'll tie these 2 together. And then we'll tie it in the back. Tight, tight. 1, 2. Make it a little fluffy so it looks like a big tiny bow. And then we'll attach it in between the ears. So grab it and then put it in the middle. I'm going to go ahead and take a few strands in the middle, although it is very difficult sometimes, and then go through it so it doesn't move around or dangle around in the middle. we can put through this short one to the back. And then we'll tie it in the middle. You can't really see it on the camera sometimes because I'm way too concentrated in making these. Tie it really tight. And then we'll hide the yarn. Just into the carrot cover. We're going to use a black embroidery yarn, this much, about this length, and then we're going to use only 2 strands of it. Split them into strands. Take 2 strands out slowly and carefully. It's hard to know which row I'm going to sew in the eyes, but if you look at the face, usually you want to do it in the middle. So maybe I would say from how this face looks right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe around here, and maybe mouth here, right? I'm gonna put it like this, one about here, and a mouth in the middle. Okay? One, two, three. It's the most difficult part of making any crochet dolls, I think. You want the eyes to be completely straight. Sometimes when it's not straight, so I have to redo it again. Three. Four. Let's do one more round. And then 5. I'm going to take this off really quick and then go through the head and then tie it, but you can go through it with the carrot cover, doesn't really matter. But now that I have my first eye, I feel like it's easier to just sew in the eyes and the mouth without the carrot cover. You don't want to pull it too tight, otherwise the eye gets sucked in. So we did 5 rounds of 2 strands of the embroidery yarn. Tie it tight in the back, and then we'll hide it. One eye is done. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about here, right? And then we'll continue with the other eye. we're going to just go ahead and continue with the mouth. So it should be in the middle, not too big, just 1 stitch long. Don't pull too tight. And a perfect square shaped. If you pull too tight, it goes in, so I'm going to take it out and then tie it in the back just like the eyes. And then hide in the back. We'll put this back on. Rearrange a little bit, and then you have it.
Please like and subscribe to my mommy's video.